When it comes to deciding which is the best Super Smash Bros. In the entire series, a lot of debate could evolve from that. There are a lot of aspects which you can talk about for the deciding factor. Which has the best visuals, which has the best gameplay, which has the most characters, and so on and so forth. But one sticks out in one particular area, being the side modes the most, and that is Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is this game so good in a specific mode, when it's just a mode? Why is it so serious? It's still a kind of lackluster game. Well, in the case of Brawl, it's pretty bizarre, let's just call it that. Since the normal gameplay of Brawl and the physics are ass. Tripping, you're practically on the moon, weird hitboxes, Meta Knight, and so on and so forth. But what is that mode that keeps this game as a gem? As a fantastic, phenomenal masterpiece? Well, that's what we're trying to find out today. So, the Subspace Emissary, eh? Why do we like this mode so much? Why is it so beloved? Is it because of the cutscenes? Well, yeah, mostly. Is it because of the gameplay? Yeah, I guess somewhat, maybe. Is it because of the story? Yeah, pretty much. But what is the highlight of the Subspace Emissary, and what makes it so memorable? The answer to that question isn't too confusing. I think this happened somewhat along these lines. Alright, Jimmy, tell me what is your idea and let's get started. Hurry up.
Okay, boss, so remember that one mode we had in Super Smash Bros. Melee? The story mode?
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, look, if we take that story mode, add cutscenes, make the characters interact with each other, and add a somewhat cohesive story, we can make this greatest mode of all time! This would be huge, man!
You're a genius, Jimmy! If we implement this story mode, the media will eat that up! All of the characters, bro, they're gonna make their money printers, man! I'm gonna be having muff all over me, man!
Wait, what?
That's definitely how it went. But now, let's have a quick overhaul of the Subspace Emissary. The journey starts on the beginning battlefield, where Kirby and Mario have a one-on-one brawl, and of course Kirby wins. Until they are suddenly interrupted by a dark, eerie substance, I guess, whatever you want to call it, where Peach and Zelda also join in on the brawl, and the crew defeats the dark, eerie substance. After that, Petey Piranha shows up, blows up Mario, he gets completely decimated, and Kirby rescues Peach or Zelda, but in this case Peach, since Kirby does have his needs. And from that point the adventure begins. You travel across the entire map, encountering all sorts of characters in the Ruined Zoo, on planes, in the Subspace Bomb Factory, practically everywhere on the map. And this is where the core gameplay of Subspace starts to show. It is a action platformer beat 'em up, where you beat up all sorts of enemies with in-between battles against certain characters, like story elements, where you have a fight against Shadow Bowser, a Shadow Peach, Mario and Pit, or Link and Yoshi, and many more. And here is also where you spend the most of your time playing through the actual Subspace. You travel through these levels, choosing from mostly 2 to 3 characters, and beat up enemies throughout the entire level, solve some puzzles maybe, and grab some trophies. Oh, and grabbing the trophies is also how you get 100% in this mode. That's what we did. But yeah, here is also where some of the more annoying parts of Subspace come to show. A lot of these side-scrolling segments feel really bland and just filled with kinda lackluster enemies. Like, there aren't a lot of diverse enemy options. Sure, you got your Koopas, your Goombas and stuff for the jungle levels, but there are also like generic spirits. Weird Eye, or this motherfucker with his sword. Oh my, hey, don't remind me of that of killing this asshole. But there aren't like any Zelda enemies, or any Waddle Dees, or any Mr. Saturns, or something, or just a lot of more diversity. Most of the enemies are pretty generic. Oh, and also something that is really annoying in these levels are scrolling levels. Some scrolling segments feel awful and tediously slow. Like, there are segments where the scrolling is so fast you can't even like get behind because there are enemies in your way that you still need to defeat. But then there are also other segments where it feels so tediously slow that you just want to get on and you would have just run through it, but you have to wait for the screen to move, kill a little enemies, then you can move on, and so on and so forth. But that's enough negatives for now. But now, let's get a little more positive and talk about the highlight of Subspace. The fantastic Cutscenes. Okay, so I think we can all agree on that the cutscenes of the Subspace Emissary are definitely the highlight of the mode. The cutscenes just look so beautiful, and the characters are so charming, and the characters really show their true self of interacting and how they react to all of their surroundings and other characters especially. Like we see Diddy Kong trying to convince Fox or Falco to try to join him and doesn't take no as an answer and just grabs him by the shoulder. Or we see Peach just doing Peach stuff and taking out Tia in the battle and not being useful at all. Or we also see Kirby completely dunking and frying Bowser and Ganondorf's subspace cannon and just completely decimating him without any hesitation. So yeah, you can definitely see the appeal of the cutscenes and also why they are so loved. I don't think regarding the cutscenes, they could have done anything better. They are honestly perfect. The only thing that I do think a bit weird is, why weren't Jigglypuff, Toon Link, and Wolf included in the... I mean, that's an issue of the story, but still, why weren't they included? They gave them intro cutscenes for their battles, but they weren't able to implement them through the story. That's the only thing that I still wonder. Well, I guess it was probably because of time constraints and they had to get them in somehow. Okay, so next up, let's talk about music. The Subspace Emissary, or Brawl in general, has a really, not darker tone, but it has a rather shady or rock theme to it, which a lot of new Brawl remixes include. And you can hear a lot of them in the perfect remixes. Here are just some examples of what the banger OST has to offer. Oh, and fun fact, did you know that Super Smash Bros. Brawl actually had lost music tracks? Yeah, Brawl actually had lost music pieces that you can easily search up online by just typing the lost tracks of Brawl or something similar in YouTube search bar. And you'll find actually a complete playlist, as you can see here, with all songs that were never included in Brawl. Like freaking Partners in Time boss battle theme. What? This was amazing. This theme is fantastic. Why didn't they include this? Why didn't they include this here? The Partners in Time boss battle theme is fantastic. Or a remix for Beware the Forest Mushrooms. How is this not in the game? Yeah, nice. Gino's coming in Smash 6, and this better be back then. We haven't gotten a Forest Maze remix in Smash yet, and we need. Or 4 Mother tracks. Fuck off, man. Hippie Battle. I guess, yeah, Hippie Battle is not in the game. A Melodies did get a remix. Smiles and Tears finally got a remix in Smash 4. And Because I Love You should also be in the new ones. But still, why are these lost media? Justice for Japanese Sonic CD. You can do anything. Next up, I want to talk about some special events and sort of extras within the mode. The Subspace Emissary also has really cool boss battles, ranging on from PD Piranha, which we already talked about a bit, to Rayquaza from Pokemon, or Porky from Mother. And this one random dual flip guy, I really don't know what they were thinking of him, but yeah, he's here. Another extra detail that really adds to the impression or the first impression of a new character being introduced are like these sick intro banners that they show for each new character when they get introduced. I don't know, sure it's just a little detail, but the impression sticks. And the last detail before we talk about the ending, for the characters to work in this world, the characters aren't like one-to-one recreations of their OG self or from their original game. They're rather spirits that come to life from a trophy and then act like themselves when they're around. So pretty much the only way to completely get rid of them is by trophyifying them. But yeah, that's enough from extra details, let's talk about the ending. Okay, I think it's time to end the story. After the entire gang makes their way through subspace, reviving all the characters that have been trophified? Can you say that? I will say that. That have been trophified by Taboo, they now face him in a one-on-one battle. But not after Sonic makes a final last-second appearance before the end of the story. What an entrance, buddy. You then have the option of choosing 7 characters which you're gonna fight Taboo with, while he throws out every attack that he has up his arsenal against you. Whether that be shockwaves, laser eyes, bombs, katanas, spherical blades, and much more. But since you are the main character of the game, he goes down. And every character and every location that has been blown up by the bombs gets revived and restored. And with that, the credits roll. Finishing things up, I'm definitely sure we can all see why this game has the best story mode. Oh hell no, definitely not you. Your mode was fucking ass.
Yeah, where the flight can leave? With only like a single one getaway.
Boring ass, shit ass, bland, stupid items, fights with spirit. Oh, hell no, I will never make a video on you. World of Myth. But no, in all seriousness, cutscenes, amazing characters, fun gameplay, sure, great music, a really good story, and a great conclusion with the final boss. All make for a perfect story mode. That definitely hasn't still been beaten yet. I mean, like I said, its other competitors are non-existent. Smash 2 is better than World of Light. But in conclusion, I would give this mode a solid A+. Not S, because some segments are pretty boring, I really have to agree with that. But every other aspect of the mode makes up for it. And that is why this game, or better said, this mode in this game, is a masterpiece. If you haven't played this mode yet, what the hell are you waiting on? The game's here, or you can get it with other measures. Play it, tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to see more reviews, click on this playlist here on the... Click on more playlists here on the top, where I talk about more games and stuff. This is the first installment of this sort of series, I guess. But with that, make sure to look in the mirror, because when you look in the mirror, you will not see a reflection of the Subspace Emissary, because we are done. Or rather not, I still have one video planned on the Subspace Emissary that is releasing really soon. It will be linked at the top now if it is already out. If not, turn on these notifications to see when it comes out, or get notified when it comes out. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see us really soon. Goodbye.